everybody. Hey, so guess what? We trying something new, y'all. I know you're not going to believe it, but we are on Instagram. So hopefully you can see us on Instagram. If you can't hear me, drop a note. I'm definitely watching over there. We also are live on, as well as we're live on YouTube. So we're out here, everybody. But first and foremost, I want to welcome everybody to Envision Me Talk Show, when we inspire the what's next. Yes, your what's next. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into goals, dreams, and the art of envisioning your future. Join me as I empower the visualization with vision boards, and I am your vision board boss, Pam Stone. And so, without further ado, you guys, as I am empowering you to go after your what's next, I bring on guests that can do that and inspire you to do it as well. So today I have Miss Olivia Bell, who is the creator of, she is creator of Live, excuse me, Live, Liv, and you'll get to hear how she came up with the product, and furthermore on how she even came to the concept. But before I bring her in here, you guys know you got three homework assignments, just three. I promise you. Y'all know how we do it. First one is drop it in the feed. Tell me, what are you drinking? What is your evening beverage? Then number two, it's Win Wednesday. What is your win for today? And then lastly, go get your girlfriends, family, and friends, and go get your pen and paper, because nuggets are going to be dropped. I promise you. You will not want to miss this. So without further ado, let me bring her on. Hello, Miss Olivia. How you
Hi,
doing?
I
How
am
you
wonderful. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to chat with you tonight.
Oh my goodness, yes. I've been waiting for this. I think we've been talking about this for a minute. So we
Yes,
finally are here. We're finally
we did
here.
it.
Yay! But real quick, I did tell everybody that you have your own cosmetic line. But tell them a little
Yes,
bit about who you are. Don't tell them about we'll get into the other piece, but just tell them a little bit of who you are.
absolutely. I'm Olivia Bell. Everybody knows me as a professional makeup artist. I've done makeup for nearly 25 years now. But I'm a mom. I'm a wife. Um, I have grandchildren. I'm a diva mom. I am a doggy mom, all of the things. And most importantly for me, I am a believer in Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. Well, we welcome you. So everybody get your pen and paper. Look, I got mine. Look, y'all know I got three pieces of paper. Y'all know. I start out with color, and then I'm like running out of color, and then I go to the white when we run out. But anywho, we are here. We are going to have fun. So Olivia, how
Yeah.
did you even get into? I mean, there is so many jobs, so many things that you could do, but how did you
Yes.
even get into being the cosmetic guru?
So it's an interesting story. I fell in love with beauty, all things beauty. When I was a tiny little girl, I would sit in the bathroom with my grandmother and watch her do her whole skin routine, do her makeup. Back then, it was fashion fair. And it was just so beautiful and so fascinating to me. And my eye had always been drawn to color. And that was really the start of it for me, way back when I was a young teeny tot watching my grandma.
Wow. So now tell everybody, so now right now you have the lipsticks and the lip gloss, correct?
That's correct.
So
So we
how did you even come up with, you know what? I'm sorry to interrupt you, because I've really been doing my homework, and I was just
Okay.
like so fascinated on how the formulas to how do you even come up with the formula for the lipsticks? How did you even know if I should do matte, gloss, semi? I mean, how did you even, just how? Just how?
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, the vision for having my own cosmetic line, I had that vision for a very long time and sat on it for a very long time. I was very comfortable just doing makeup, right?
Yeah.
And I had a very good close friend of mine, that had a great conversation with me one day. and simply said, like, what are you waiting for? Like, God gave you this idea, right? And you're just sitting on it. So he's going to take it. And I said, okay, I better I better move. So what I did, and this is for anybody who is interested in getting in the cosmetic industry, do your homework. I did a lot of homework, a lot of interviewing
Mhm.
with manufacturing companies, a lot of interviewing with chemists in those manufacturing companies to really find what I call home for me and for my brand. And so when you talk about like the formulation for the products, um, once I identified the manufacturing company that I wanted to work with, um, it was really a lot of phone time, FaceTime, that kind of stuff, where we were talking about like the everything from the smell of the product, right, to
Mhm.
um, the formulas for the products, and why I decided to do matte lipsticks and also glosses was because I wanted to have something for everybody. I thought it was very important to cover all of the bases. Some women only like gloss, some women only like matte. Some women like a versatile, palette. So I wanted to create something that every woman could enjoy.
I love it because yeah, I was just like, well, how did she even know which is what to use? And there's the other person was like, well, Pam, she had to do all of this, and I'm like, wow, that's just when they were start talking, it went right over my head. I'm like, that's okay because I'll get to talk to her about this later on.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, is there more? Do you sell more of one versus the other, meaning gloss, semi-gloss, or matte? Do you sell more than one than the other?
Surprisingly, it's pretty balanced. Um, I've been able to get in front of women that aren't necessarily clients of mine, and showcase both of the items, and they fall in love with both. I think
Mm.
that there's a great population of women who really love like the matte, which is what I have on today. Um, Shameless plug, I've got on my Diva liquid matte lipstick. And it really is amazing. It really is amazing. It's long lasting. It dries down. It doesn't transfer on, your glasses. It wears well while you eat. All of those things. So, even me, I like both. So I can't
Right.
vote. That's my vote for one or the other because I really do like both of the formulas.
Nice. So now that we talked about how you come up with the formulas, okay,
Mhm.
there is a gazillion, and I know that may not be a word, but it's going to be Vision
Yes.
Made's word today. Gazillion different colors. And so how did you even know the color combinations or the colors to come up with or things like that?
So here's my cheat code. Because I'm already a makeup artist, right? I am always constantly paying attention to the trends.
Oh,
I also am paying attention to the colors that my clients kind of gravitate to the most. So that's a great gauge for me to determine where I wanted to start it, right? Where I wanted to start. Because I already knew, all of these clients love these shades. And then also once I mastered that part of it, then I looked at a lot of the research and things that other cosmetic mega brands are doing and what colors are in their palettes, what are their number one colors, and paying attention to that to make sure that I was on the right track.
love it. I love it. So then, as we're at, look, I'm sorry, people are pinging me, talking about, ask her this, ask her that. I'm like, hold on, I'm trying to, trying to ask her. As I'm trying to listen too, y'all.
Sure.
But
I
so with that
appreciate
being
everybody that's joined and everybody
said,
that's participating and asking questions. Thank you.
so absolutely, absolutely. We love that. And if you would like to drop some Olivia some kudos, we love kudos, we love hearts, we love an all thumbs up. We also can see your comments. You can drop them in the feed. We can just do it all. We love that as well. And we love to give the shout outs as well. But Olivia, going back to the colors, so you like, does it have you ever had someone say, well, can you make a special color for somebody? Is that possible? Even possible?
Yeah, I actually had a really awesome request from a youth dance team. Um, One of the moms on the dance team didn't like that everybody had different reds on when the girls would perform on stage,
Yes.
and asked if I had a red that would work with all of the girls that they could kind of pin as their own color. And so that was something that we were able to do, and it was a lot of fun. The girls loved the colors, and I was super happy to do that for them.
Oh, so if someone wanted to even do something like that, since you can do that, how would they go about? Would they need to reach out to you? Is there a process? How would they do about that? How would they go about doing that?
Absolutely, great question. Yes, they could contact me directly, and we would have a conversation about what their needs are, talk about what the minimum requirements would be in terms of how many, what quantity they would have to purchase, and that kind of thing. But I'd be happy to speak to them and walk them through the process and even custom make a color for them.
Ooh, I may have to look. I like that idea already. For me, look, I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes it's got to be about your girl sometimes, and I apologize. But I did
Absolutely.
ask your question, so you can't say that that you didn't. There. Hold on a second. We're having some individuals who are having some difficulties of getting
Okay.
in here. I wanted to definitely let's see. Let me see. Make
I wonder if
sure.
there's any potential um, makeup artists out there or anybody even interested in launching their own line. I'd love to hear their questions as well.
Ooh, yes, yes. Okay, there we go. So I think we got them in now. So everybody, okay, so they should be able to see us because I've invited everybody in. Hopefully we'll drop. They can yep, everybody has the post. So the question was, if you just now can hear us, I have it where it's shared to the public. So the question was, Olivia had posted, if there are any makeup artists that are interested even to collaborate, we won't say partner, collaborate with her, drop it in the feed. She's definitely up for some collaborations. Or better yet, do you have questions for her on the different types or interested in the different types of colors as she's talking about? Again, I did ask before you go to join us. I did ask if she can do some customization. She said yes, and of course, if y'all don't know, I have to ask for myself, and so I'm super excited. And she talked to us on how she can make it, how she can customize it for you. You can go in and you can reach out to her on how to get your own customization of color, as well as you can, and I'll drop in the feed in a few minutes. As I said, I was bringing some people. I was allowing the show, so hopefully everyone can see us and hear us. If you can you drop it in the feed? Say yes, no. I greatly appreciate it. And we can go from there. But also to Olivia, as I said before, you are a makeup artist, which I think that is so fascinating. I'm so fascinated with that. With that trend, if someone's even interested in starting or becoming a makeup artist, how would they go about doing it?
There are a ton of makeup schools out there. I know some of the cosmetology programs or aesthetic programs actually touch on makeup. But honestly, for me, because I'm a self taught artist, I really dove into beauty magazines and then sought out mentors. Photographers are always going to be your best friend when it comes to learning how to do makeup, especially for the camera. So partner up with a dynamic photographer that's willing to mentor you and teach you the process of lighting subjects and things like that. And then also practice. Practice, practice, practice. Get your
Mm,
friends, get your cousins, all of that. They even have mannequin heads for makeup. So you can't go wrong when you're practicing your craft.
absolutely, I so agree with you. I'm practicing every day, every
Yes.
day. So I totally get what you're saying there. If anybody has any questions, please go ahead and drop it in the feed. If you do not have, or if you are not subscribed to StreamYard, you have to give me access to it so we can see it. That way I'll be able to see your questions as we go through. If not, I am working, using the phone. So I am watching the phone. If you guys drop some questions, if you have some questions for us, I can read them to Olivia as we go along. But we love hearts, thumbs up, everything. So drop them in the feed. I will
Snaps.
read them too. Yeah, snap, right, snaps.
Snap.
Yeah, we love snap. Absolutely. We definitely love that. So as we're going through to the show, and I can't believe we're almost halfway through. It's been so fun. So as you are going through your craft, what obstacles have you faced and how did you overcome them?
That's a great question. Anybody that is an entrepreneur or considering it, you know by now how hard it can be, how lonely it can feel sometimes. And so I think one of my biggest hurdles was like the unknown, right? Not always
Mm,
having the answer, not always knowing where to get the answer. Um, and when I find myself like stuck and I can't figure something out, number one, I'm always going to take it to God. I apologize, God, guys. My dog is going to start barking.
don't worry.
But I take it to God first, right? But I
Yeah.
also have a strong prayer circle, and these ladies
Mhm.
love me. They love on me. They support me, and they are kind of like my cheerleaders that help keep me motivated when I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I don't know how to move forward. And also research. Don't be afraid to research. You can find a lot of information. If you don't know who to go to Google. Google will at least point you in the right direction so
Right.
that you can start formulating questions and posing those questions to your mentors or people that you know. The other thing that I think is important, and I don't think we see this enough, is reach out to if you're a makeup artist and you want to get better or you have a question about it, reach out to another makeup artist. I have in my time being a makeup artist, I have definitely mentored other makeup artists, and I love doing that. I love watching other artists grow. The Bible tells me that my gift will make room for me. Your gift will make room for you, right? So there
Right.
is no competition as far as I'm concerned, because what is for me, God has it for me. So I don't have to worry about that. And that's why I don't mind reaching back. That's why I don't mind mentoring, sharing what I know, the bumps and bruises along my journey, because I want to see us all win.
I'm with you. I'm with you. If God has made us, He has made a gift for all of us.
Yes.
We all need to pay attention to our gifts, right? There's
Yes.
so many times people are like, well, I don't see it. It's because you're so worried about what's going on to the left and to the right of you, and you're not focused. I can
Yes.
say that because I mean, we all been through there, right? We've all
Sure.
been through, we're so worried about, well, not necessarily worried about, but you're seeing what everybody else is doing and like, well, how are they doing it? But yet it's not working for me because you're worried about the wrong thing. And until you focus on you, you will always, I'm speaking on experience that if you
Yes.
don't pay attention to you and you're worried about others, guess what? The others are your distraction and they will distract you from going after your purpose and your gift. So
That is
that is
so
another,
true.
yeah, and so that was another nugget, you guys. Stay focused to you. And I know there's so much noise around us, right? I mean, we right now there's even noise on the TV, right? We're hearing about the
Yep.
P Diddy case. You're
Yep.
hearing about the trial going on with President Trump. You're talking,
Yep.
you hear and see so much distraction going on that
Yes.
you can lose focus like that.
Yes.
So one thing I do like, Olivia, that you talk about, you have an accountability team. And I think
Mhm.
that's important for excuse me, important for us to have those teams in place to
Yes.
help you stay focused and help you like, I see you veering off onto the right. come on back. I
Yes,
get
yes.
you over there, but and so I really love that you do have that focus group, that team, accountability team, and prayer team that can watch you and help you. And notice that if you're needing that fallback on, you can fall back on them. So I love that, and I think we all need to find and have those in your space and in your pocket. They're important no matter what you're doing. Um,
Absolutely.
so I
Absolutely.
do
And one
believe,
of the things I wanted to say, Pam, is
yes,
that, I think it's so important to, um, not only, like, identify your why, but also you've got to know that this thing is for me, so that when
right,
it does get challenging, when it does get hard, you have that to fall back on. It's so important to know, like, if I don't believe in my brand, if I don't celebrate my successes, right, then how can I expect to win clients, to win customers, to win favor,
right,
right? So I like when I get up, when I tell you I'm excited, I carry my lipsticks and my lip glosses in my purse. I'm talking about it in the grocery store. Everywhere I go, I believe in it 100%. And I'm super excited about it. I'm so blessed and super excited. And so you have to be your own cheerleader and
absolutely,
totally believe in what it is that you're going after, whatever that dream is, right?
right,
Because that's when people get excited, when they see you excited. If I got on here and I didn't have on my color and I was just hemming and hawing, like, why would you want to buy into my brand? So
right. You're right.
it's
And so
important
I'm
to
with
treat
you,
yourself
I'm with
that
you
way.
there. I am loving, yeah, you have to be your own cheerleader. But let me
Yes.
say this, I just learned that, right? I mean, and I was one of those people like created this table, the table, and everybody at my table is gonna be the cheerleader. That's
Yep.
not true.
That's
That's
not
not
true.
true. And I need to drop this nugget for you guys because everybody's like, they will be my. No, everybody is not meant to be for you. And I've been told by several of my mentors and my coaches that create four. So it's like a table. You have four legs. And those
Hmm.
four legs are be able, if something happens, the four will come and without no questions, no doubts, will be there in your corner. I'm telling you because I promise you, I think I lost a lot of time thinking they will all be there, knowing that that's not true. And that's also a, a way of knowing growth. And that's all it
Absolutely.
is. It's just all about growth.
Absolutely. And
I'm
I will
telling
go a step further to say that who you think will be there isn't necessarily true. I would
you.
also venture to say that it's probably going to be somebody that you don't know
Yeah,
that will
I
end up
agree.
being the person that helps catapult you, the person that helps support you. So don't be closed minded when you're thinking about, you
True.
know, who should be a part of your circle. Um, be open to that and be prayerful about how God leads and directs you because oftentimes it isn't who you think.
I agree. I so agree with you because you give the power sometimes to the wrong person and you're
Hmm.
missing your gift to the right person. So,
Yes.
like she said, I agree with you there. So, Olivia, let me ask you this: as you know, maybe not know, but everybody else knows, my my jam is vision boards. Do you have a vision board?
I don't. I don't have a physical vision board. I'll say that.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Well, vision boards, I love vision boards because it allows me to plan my goals. It allows me to become
Okay.
so strategic in every way possible. So one day we're going to have to sit down and do a vision board together, maybe have some
I
girlfriends
would
and do some
love
goals
that.
and have a vision board, but create. I always ask that because we have so much going on in our space.
Yes.
And so everyone's like, well, how do you plan for it and how do you prepare for it? I use
Yeah.
vision boards. And the vision boards helps me prepare for it mentally because I can see the pictures and the words, and then I
Yes.
can plan accordingly. But we'll definitely have to do a vision board together.
I would love that. I would
Yay.
love that. And I think you had, and I probably missed the date, but I think you had like a board session and you had a group of ladies that came together to
Yeah.
do vision board.
I did. But you
Good.
know what? I will create it. I will do another one because I feel that we bring in women together to be empowering to each other as well as inspiring them to go after their what's next. And seeing everybody else doing it is so powerful. And hear everybody
Absolutely.
talking about, well, I want to do this, and you have someone over here, well, I can show you how to do that, or you have
Yep.
someone over here, well, I'm doing it, and talk about it. So I think it's so powerful to be amongst women that are out here doing their jam. And
I
like you're doing your jam, and I so commend you on it, that we bring women such as yourself in this room and empower everybody. I say it, and I've said it day one, and I will continuously say it. I believe if we women lock arms together, leave the
yeah.
other out the door.
Yep.
Leave all the judgment at the door. We locked arms together. We can be a powerful entity, a powerful,
Absolutely.
but we have to leave all the stuff at the door and have to be okay with it. Until
That's
then,
right.
we're going to be where we are. But Vision Made is, we're going to work on that, because that is, though I can't solve everything, but we will definitely start creating it. I have thousands of women around,
Yes.
surrounding me, has my back. So it's not like I'm doing this by myself. I tell everybody that when you come, you have a question, I can go to Olivia, I can go to Beverly, I can go to so many thousands of women, and knowing that. So that's the importance of empowerment and having the right
Absolutely.
tribe in your space. I really believe that.
I
So
love
Olivia,
that.
at this point of the show, before I do that though, real quick, how can anybody get in touch with you if they want to?
Sure. You can find all of my information on my website at theoliviabell.com. You can see my portfolio and my work. You can look at the awesome products that we sell with our brand and purchase that way. So please take a look at the website. You can also find me on social media. I am on Instagram at Live by Olivia Bell, and also at Makeup by Olivia 1, the number
Ooh,
1.
number one. Okay. Well, I did put your website out there, theoliviabell.com. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
So you guys drop her a link. You guys have to. Do you have any lipsticks that you can share with everybody real quick, or lip gloss? I keep saying, I'm sorry.
Sure.
Lip
I
gloss. Do you have any?
I've been I do. So I've been showing my Diva color. That's the shade that I have on tonight. But I also can show you some of my favorite lip glosses.
Oh,
I
I
don't know if
like
you guys
that.
can see that gorgeous color. This is called Kiss Me. This is
Ooh,
our strobe lip gloss. So it's got a little bit of shimmer in there. And then this is a fan favorite. This is brown sugar, and that color
ooh,
is so pretty for the summer. And
that
another
is.
fan favorite is sugar and spice. Hopefully you guys can see that one. And that one also has the shimmer inside. So these are probably the top sellers in our strobe collection, um, because they just look absolutely amazing on the lips. And I'm so excited. So we are going to be venturing outside of lipsticks. The goal has always been to have a complete line. And so as we continue to grow, we're going to be adding additional products. And what we have coming up next for you all are some gorgeous dual cheek and lip colors. Um,
Ooh,
I'm all about like minimizing. So if I can create a product that can touch your cheeks and your lips and get you out the door quicker, I'm all about that. So we will have 6 new colors coming out with the cheek and lips. We also have added some eyeshadow palettes that'll be coming out for this summer. And I have a secret. Nobody has seen this yet. I'm gonna like pass it through the camera really quickly. That
ooh.
is our liquid gold face spray that we have coming out. I'm so excited to share this with you guys, especially for the summer. For those ladies that get hot like myself, and you need a quick pick me up, a spritzer for your face, right? So be on the lookout for that. And then also, we are in negotiation and conversations with an amazing boutique up at Easton, where our brand will be housed. So look for that this summer as well.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, we're getting hearts, and thank you, ladies. We're getting hearts on the Facebook page.
Thank you
Um,
guys.
right. Let's see. Nicole says that's my beautiful, talented sister.
Aw.
And one question was asked, what advice would you give an upcoming artist?
That's a great question. The best thing that you can do is reach out to a mentor. The second best thing that you can do is get in touch with a dynamic photographer, look at their work, see what it is that you like about their work, and ask them, number one, if they'd be willing to do a test shoot with you. That's a great way for you to get images for your portfolio so that you can start building your brand
Mm,
without it costing you money. A lot of times, photographers will do a trade with you, so that they have the rights to the images. You get to use the images, um, and you don't necessarily have to pay for all of the bells and whistles. So that's a great way to get into the door. But definitely seek out a mentor.
absolutely. I'm all about seeking out a mentor. I think that is
Yes.
that's the only way I've gotten to this point with mentors and
Yes.
coaches. I'm with you there. And a lot of
Yes.
people are they're very receptive to being your mentor, your coach. They're more than willing
Absolutely.
to do it. More than willing to
Absolutely.
do it. And if not, you have us here. You can call us and we'll find somebody that will mentor you. So note that. I don't want no one to say, well, you're just throwing this up. Nope. You already have two people here that we
Yes.
can find. Tell us what you need, and we will connect you with someone that can help you if we're not that person. Understand
Yes.
that. Please understand that. So, real quick, Olivia, before we go into the little piece of getting intimate, I want to stop here real quick. Hey,
Sure.
everybody. So, this week, guess what? I have two announcements. Now we've already been dropping nuggets, so this is a perfect time to switch to a different color paper. I don't know, y'all know how I have problems. Y'all know that, but anyways, real quick, we have two announcements. First announcement: I am having the first of this year Vision Made networking photo event. It is this Friday, and it is free. I want you to come out. You'll get to network with myself and some other amazing women, and I'm having a panel. And guess what? I even have some prizes, but you have to come to be in order to get the prizes. And everybody's like, well, what kind of prize do you have? Well, I had a photographer. She just talked about it. He's giving away a free headshot. And then I just now have a graphic
That's
designer who's
incredible.
doing right. And then I have a graphic designer that is giving away to do a flyer for you. So come on out. It's going to be this Friday from 6 to 8, and it's going to be at the MVP Studio on East Main Street. The address is 454 East Main Street. I will be there it starts at 6. So I want you to come and join us and have a good time. Hello, we have hello, beautiful ladies from Room to Breathe. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, Room to Breathe, drop them in. We're still having some time. We're having a good time. Not only are we having our first photo shoot networking event that is this Friday, again from 6 to 8, but guess what? We're having a comedy show here.
Ooh.
Yes, here on June the 7th. And it's going to be live and it's going to be so much fun. Already have some comedians lined up. If you know of a comedian that would love to be part of this, drop them in the feed, send them to me so I can put them on the books. We're excited. We have here amazing. Hey, Sean. Oh, it's me, Sean. Hey, lady, how are you? From the Self Care Club. She's amazing, y'all. If you need any self care tips, if you are needing to even, she has. I still have my card, Shanta. Look, I'm gonna say it now, Shanta. I'm sorry, Shauna. I still have my card that you had given me when we first met, and it talked about how to get centered in self care. But if you're, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for someone to even help you with your mindset, she is the one. She can get you hooked up. But real quick, not only so again, we have two amazing events. One is this Friday. If you join me this Friday from 6 to 8, yes, there are prizes. I'm getting trying to get some more prizes that we will be able to give away, but you have to be there. And then I'm having a panel that comes in and talk about I actually have a marketing guru who owns her own marketing business. She's well known here in the city. She will be here and she's going to drop some nuggets and we'll get to talk about a little bit about how to market our business. I think that's important for us to do that. So definitely join us. If you have any questions, drop it in the feed. You can always text me. You can always email. You can text me at 614-674-0074 and just say, Pam, I got a question. I definitely will be in touch with you. So then, as I also say as well, is the comedy show. Now, let me tell you, I am super excited. I can't even get it. I'm trying to contain myself so you guys can't really see how I'm in my skin, just like, oh God, like that. But I'm trying to put it together on all of that. But yes, please be on the lookout for that. Please come back and join us. We're going to have fun. I'm going to create a room so we can just have fun and kick back and enjoy and have some. I believe Friday will be a perfect day for us to woo-saw and just hear some comedy and just have fun. So just note that. Be on the lookout for the flyers and more information. And so back to that. So Olivia, this part of the show we always do book on the shelf. And book on the shelf is all about empowering, inspiring, I believe, our minds. I believe that's one way we can get to our what's next is by expanding our minds. With that being said, what book would you like to recommend, or are you reading a book right now?
I'm not reading a book right now, but the book that comes to mind is called The Body Keeps the Score.
Ooh,
And I don't have the author's name,
okay.
but if you go on Amazon, you can find it. It was a great recommendation from a pastor. Um, but it talks about, you had just talked about self-care, and it's so important to be able to know your body's cues, know when you need to distress, know when you need to rest, and all of those kinds of things. And so, The Body Keeps the Score was a very great read for anybody who um, needs a way to like release, whether it's past trauma, whether it's current trauma, whether it's just like I need to woosah, as you said, right? I would
Yes.
highly recommend that book.
Oh, I like that. Okay, everybody. Now, you guys know I'm extra. You see how I am, right? So I'm gonna prepare you all now, so no one be like, "Oh my gosh, she's really." This is me all the time. Sorry, this is just me, but I have to have that energy. So really
I
quick, though, the book, the book that I'm reading three, and let me correct
oh,
this. I don't read books. I listen to books. But I am reading one. So those of you are like, oh my God, really? But I am reading one. And the one book that I am reading is The Confident Code. I want to commend my mentor, Beverly, on that book. It really talked about talked about self confidence and self awareness. I really am loving that book. So thank you very much. That is one book that I am definitely reading that book. Then the book that I am listening to is Power Moves by Sarah Jakes. That is really good. Yes, that is TD Jakes' daughter. That's an awesome book that I've been reading that. I've been really into that book. And then look, I have so many books in my library, y'all. I think those are the two right now. I listen, I had to stop for a minute because I was just like, I'm getting all the stories all mushed together. So right now I'm just doing those two, but they were very powerful, impactful. So if you're interested in those books, I will definitely put them in the feed. You guys can go ahead and check them out. Olivia, also, you're busy. You're a busy woman, and self-care, as we talked about, right,
mhm,
is so
mhm.
important. So what do you do for yourself for self-care?
The biggest thing I do for myself is make time on Sunday to get to church, to hear the word of God, That is always the thing that centers me, that sets my week, because to your point, I am running here, running there. But you know what? I We talked about this a little bit earlier. When I find myself like, oh my gosh, I'm stressed, I got all this to do, God always reminds me, like, you prayed for this. You
Mm.
prayed for clients, you prayed for this business, you prayed for this, you prayed for that. And so here we are. Be careful what you pray for, because God will
Right.
show up for you.
He sure will all the time. I'm
All
with
the
you. And I just really realized that I was not focused. And I was
Mhm.
like, well, why isn't things working? Why isn't I'm not here? And I know I am very
Yeah.
confident on where I can get to. And I'm like,
Yes.
it's because I veered off to the left and not paying attention. So I had reached out to my other mentor, and I was like, girl, I was so distraught, so distraught. I'm like, what is it? It didn't feel right. And you
Mhm.
know when you're not, and it did not feel right. I'm like, why am I not feeling right? And I figured it out. I was not focused. And I wanted to
Okay.
tell everybody to stay focused and realize what's going on, though, right? And know that it's okay. It's okay that you're not, you veered off, but know that you come back and don't
Yes.
be okay with the okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
So my,
great point.
yeah. And so my self care is I love to walk. So,
Mhm.
and no, let me go a little further. I love to walk at Easton.
Yes.
And but as you and I know, it's a beautiful place to walk, especially in the evening when it's
Mhm.
cool and people are starting to, the crowd is starting to die down. That is the
Yes.
perfect time that I go out there to walk. And that is my reward. So if any, I'm always charged because everybody's like, well, I thought I seen you. Well, say hello. I love walking partners. I love the
Sure.
chat, so we can
Sure.
chat as I walk. But that is my love. That is truly my love, as well as also too. You and I know, Miss Olivia, you can drop some money out there. So I do leave my wallet in the car, and I have a budget of how much I'm going to spend, because everyone's like, it is. That's why the wallet
Yep.
stays in the car, so I won't get in too much trouble.
Yep. Let me tell you something funny about what you just said, right? So I like nice things. Everybody who
Yeah.
knows me knows I like nice things. And so honestly, sometimes walking through Easton is such a motivation to make me go harder in my business, because I know that I know I want to shop in this store. I want to get this thing, right? So that's kind of how I level set when I'm maybe feeling a little bit lackadaisical about my business, right? I go
Yeah.
someplace where I want to be, where I want to be able to shop. And that reminds me, like, okay, let's get it.
Yeah. I'm with
Let's
you
get
there.
it.
I'm with you there. So as we're getting ready to close down, I first want to thank you. This was so much fun. Time has gone by so fast, as I
It
knew it
did go
would
by
be.
quick. It did go
it,
by quick.
it goes
We
went
could
by.
talk for hours.
Oh yeah. Did you hear what I said? Join me out on the walk, girl. I will talk you and walk you for the whole time. So I love that. So with that being said, what is your what's next?
Well, we talked a little bit about that earlier, where we are expanding our brand. So that's definitely on the horizon for what's next for the Live brand. Um, and then in terms of what's next for me as a makeup artist, I have been getting so many inquiries about classes and workshops, and so I think for a while I kind of put that on the back burner, but I feel like people are very interested in learning, especially my corporate women who want to get out of the door really fast, right? So
Mhm.
I do have a 10-minute face workshop that I created. So I think that's what's next for the makeup side of the house.
You have to keep us informed so we can keep
I
everybody
will.
informed. We definitely will do that. And
I
then the
will.
last piece. So, what would be your last piece of advice that you would like to leave with our listeners with?
That's a great question. Let's see, there's so many things. Believe in yourself. That's probably the biggest thing that I could emphasize to anyone listening, whether you're in business for yourself or you have a career path and you're climbing the corporate ladder. Believe in yourself. You've got this, you can do it. You have to know it. Once you know it, watch how everything shifts for you.
That is so true. I mean, I'm feeling the energy over here from you, and I'm like, okay, now I know I got some things that I can do while I'm out.
Yes.
So everybody, don't be surprised when you see me out and be like, "Hey, you want to talk real quick, or can I?" So you will be starting to see that a lot from me from now on. I really appreciate you, Miss Olivia, for coming and joining me. I'm going to put you in the green
Thank
room.
you.
Please don't hang up. I'll be right back with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. I told you there was nuggets dropped from the beginning to the middle to the end. And knowing that you can go after your what's next no matter what. Listen, you only get one life to live. Live it to the fullest, knowing it's your life, not anybody else. So why not go out and do it? Enjoy it. Have fun. Just like Olivia said, stay focused. Knowing that you have a purpose and a passion, just be in tune to it. If you have any questions, please drop them in the feed, or you can definitely text them to me at 614-674-0074 and put in the subject question. Let me ask also, too, if you feel today was a powerful show, as impactful, and it will help someone else go after their what's next, please share. You know what I always say? Sharing is caring. Until next week, you guys, when I have another amazing powerhouse guest coming in here, dropping more nuggets, I want to thank you all for taking the time out, for coming to sit here and getting your fix on empowerment for this week. And know again, before I let you go, today is Win Wednesday. Tell me what your win is and drop it in the feed. I'll see you next week, everyone.